everybody. I thought I would start the video off by letting you hear some live music from our time in Australia last month. That's kind of why I haven't been posting as much, honestly, recuperating from that trip. But we started off the trip by visiting Phillips Island, and we got to see the penguins come up from offshore onto the land. And it's just amazing to see that they do this every night consistently. And so they were so adorable. The next day, we got to go to the reserve and see the koalas and the kangaroos, and they are actually much bigger in person than they look online. It's crazy. This was our boat ride from Hamilton Island, and we took this over to Whitehaven Beach. It was so bumpy. It was so bumpy, and we got soaked quite a bit, but it was so much fun. Once we actually got to Whitehaven Beach, we did a hike. It was maybe a half a mile, maybe even a mile. It was a lot. But we did a hike all the way up to the top of the mountain so we could see the entire Whitehaven Beach Island. And so this is what it looked like once we finally got up there. Honestly, they call it Whitehaven Beach because of the sand is so white. And it was just breathtaking. It was so beautiful and just stunning. And then here's one of the little koalas. Normally, like 90% of the time, they were asleep, but this one was actually awake, and it was just so cute and so cool to see. This was our ride back to the hotel, and I was just kind of goofing around talking to the kids with an Australian accent, or what I thought was an accent. We got to climb the Sydney Bridge with the Sydney Opera House right there. It was so scary. I have been skydiving before, and climbing that Sydney Bridge honestly was scary. This is the Phantom of the Opera on the Sydney Harbor. It was amazing. It was like a 3.5 hour show, and I don't even know what to say. It was amazing. Here are some pictures from Whitehaven Beach while we were there. But yeah, we had an amazing time, and I'm so grateful that we got to go. We went from Melbourne to Sydney to Hamilton Island, and it was just an amazing trip. And I'm so glad that we were able to experience it. And I honestly can't wait till the next one. These are just some pics I'm throwing in from Whitehaven Beach and from Phillips Island here. It was sunset, and it was breathtaking. Thanks for watching.